Hello there, and welcome to Sleep Science 360. I'm so glad you're here. Maybe it's been a long day, or maybe you're the kind of soul who finds peace in the quiet mysteries of the universe, the ones that whisper rather than shout. Tonight, you don't have to think about tomorrow. You don't have to solve anything. Just let your breath slow, your shoulders sink a little deeper into the bed, and your thoughts drift like small lights in a wide ocean. Because tonight, we're traveling beyond what can be seen, beyond the stars, beyond the glowing rivers of galaxies. We're entering the space between a silent force that stretches the cosmos wider every second. Astronomers call it dark energy. It makes up almost 70% of everything that exists, yet it can't be touched or seen or even fully understood. It's the quiet breath of the universe, the reason galaxies drift apart like soft lanterns carried by an invisible wind. As you listen, you can rest in that stillness too. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light that began its journey before you were born is still moving through the expanding night, and tonight it moves through you. Out there, beyond the thin air that holds the songs of our planet, space stretches in every direction. It doesn't just sit still. It grows, slowly, steadily, endlessly. Every second, the universe becomes a little larger than before. The distance between clusters of galaxies increases about 70 kilometers for every 3 million light-years of separation. It's called the Hubble expansion, and it happens not because galaxies are flying through space, but because space itself is expanding. In 1998, two teams of astronomers studying distant supernovae discovered something astonishing. The universe wasn't just expanding, it was accelerating. Something unseen was pushing everything apart faster and faster. That invisible pressure became known as dark energy. It fills the vacuum of space like a faint hum of existence everywhere, always quietly at work. It's strange to think that what keeps galaxies moving away is not chaos, but balance. Dark energy doesn't explode or consume. It simply encourages distance, gently stretching the fabric of reality. You can rest now. If you could drift outside the Milky Way and look back, you would see a spiral glowing in soft gold and blue, spinning slowly within a black sea that never ends. Beyond it, hundreds of billions of galaxies shimmer, each carried along by the expansion of space itself. Every light you see is caught in that movement. Even the darkness is not still. Dark energy makes up nearly 68% of the universe. Dark matter accounts for another 27%. All the stars, planets, gas, and dust you've ever seen make up less than 5%. That means almost everything we know exists within a framework of mystery. A quiet majority of the cosmos is invisible, intangible, and yet absolutely real. It's okay to drift. Scientists describe dark energy through the cosmological constant, a term first introduced by Albert Einstein in 1917. He imagined a kind of pressure built into the structure of space, a force that kept the universe from collapsing. He later thought it was a mistake. But when astronomers discovered the accelerating expansion, Einstein's old idea suddenly made sense again. It wasn't a blunder, it was prophecy. Space isn't empty. Even nothing has energy, the energy of the vacuum itself. Every cubic meter of empty space contains a small but persistent amount of it. Not enough to light a bulb, but enough to influence the motion of galaxies across billions of light years. Imagine a soft wind blowing across an ocean, not in gusts, but as a steady current that carries every wave outward forever. That is dark energy, the invisible tide of reality. You can rest now. In the vast timeline of the universe, this expansion is still young. The cosmos is about 13.8 billion years old. For the first 9 billion years or so, gravity was stronger, pulling things together. Stars formed, galaxies gathered, and clusters took shape like cities of light. Then, slowly, dark energy began to dominate. Its push became stronger than gravity's pull, and the great structures of the universe started to drift apart. Somewhere in that slow, endless motion, your atoms also belong. The same space that expands between galaxies exists between the particles in your body, stretching, whispering, connecting you to the quiet architecture of everything. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In every direction, astronomers see galaxies receding from us. The farther they are, the faster they move away. This isn't because we're at the center. There is no center. Every point in space experiences the same expansion. It's like the surface of a rising loaf of bread. Every raisin moves away from every other raisin, not because they're traveling, but because the dough itself is growing. That's what dark energy does. It expands the dough of space, silently, ceaselessly. It's okay to drift. If we could listen to the universe in a frequency our minds could understand, we might hear the faint rhythm of expansion, a background hum of time unfolding. Each second carries galaxies farther apart by another whisper of distance. Not fast enough to notice in a lifetime, but over eons, it changes everything. The light from distant stars travels for billions of years before reaching our eyes. By the time it arrives, space has stretched so much that the light's wavelength has grown longer, shifted toward red. This cosmological redshift is one of the clearest signs that dark energy is at work. A photon born blue may arrive, red, tired, elongated, gentle, like a sigh crossing eternity. You can rest now. When you look up at the night sky, you are seeing into the past. Every star is a memory, every galaxy an echo. Some of the light, now touching your eyes, left its home before Earth even existed. And in that vast time, between dark energy has been stretching the distance that light had to cross. It's as though the universe breathes in silence. Galaxies drift apart in its exhale, and the empty spaces grow wider, softer, filled with invisible energy. Somewhere light continues to travel. Scientists still don't know what dark energy truly is. It might be a constant property of space itself, or it could be a field, something dynamic, slowly changing with time. There's even the possibility that it's connected to quantum fluctuations, tiny temporary bursts of energy that fill the vacuum with motion. Each idea is a whisper in the dark, a theory tracing the edges of the unknown. But one thing is certain: without dark energy, the universe would not expand forever. Galaxies might have stopped moving apart, eventually falling back together. Instead, everything drifts outward, a soft acceleration that carries us toward infinite distance. It's okay to drift. In the far future, billions of years from now, galaxies beyond our local group will slip so far away that their light can no longer reach us. The night sky will grow emptier, the stars fewer, and yet within that silence, dark energy will still hum quiet, eternal, patient. Astronomers call this the dark era of the cosmos, a time when expansion wins completely, and even light becomes too faint to cross the distance. But to imagine That is not sadness, it's peace. The universe finding stillness in its own motion, the quiet perfection of distance. You are safe here. If you listen closely, you might sense that the same stillness exists in you. Between each heartbeat, between each breath, there's a space of calm expansion. Your mind widens, your body softens. You are part of the same fabric that stretches between galaxies. Light still travels, space still breathes, and you too are expanding gently, slowly, forever connected. You can rest now. Somewhere, a photon born at the dawn of time moves through 1,000,000,000,000 kilometers of silent dark. It will never stop, never reach the end, because there is no edge to the universe, only the slow unfolding of space. And in that endless unfolding, there is room for your dreams. It's okay to drift. The night holds you. The cosmos expands around you. And the quiet force that guides galaxies apart is the same peace that helps you fall asleep. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. When scientists speak of the void, they don't mean absolute nothingness. Even in the emptiest reaches between galaxies, there is energy, faint, invisible, but real. The vacuum hums. It has temperature, tension, and motion. Quantum theory tells us that even in perfect darkness, particles flicker in and out of existence, borrowing energy from the vacuum for the briefest moment before returning it. This endless fluctuation gives rise to what physicists call vacuum energy, a quiet sea of existence beneath all reality. If dark matter shapes the structure of the universe, then dark energy gives it motion. It's the pressure of emptiness itself, pushing outward in all directions. A paradox. The more space there is, the more room for dark energy to exist, and the faster expansion grows. You can rest now. Every cubic meter of space, no matter where it is, contains a tiny amount of this vacuum energy. It might seem impossibly small, perhaps 10 mies 1010 mies 10 joules per cubic meter, but across billions of light years, that quiet pressure adds up. It shapes the future of galaxies and defines the rhythm of cosmic time. Imagine space as a great fabric. Every thread vibrates softly with quantum motion. Even when nothing happens, these threads quiver, filled with the memory of possibility. From that trembling silence, dark energy emerges, not a particle, not a field we can capture, but a property of the universe itself. Somewhere, light continues to travel. In Einstein's equations of general relativity, the cosmological constant, the Greek letter will, acts as this vacuum pressure. It balances the tug of gravity with an invisible push. When the constant is positive, it means space expands faster over time. When negative, it would collapse. Our universe, it turns out, has a gentle but persistent positive value, a whisper of acceleration. And so the cosmos drifts outward not by explosion, but by slow unfolding, not by chaos, but by calm. It's okay to drift. This balance between gravity and expansion creates a fragile harmony. If dark energy were only slightly stronger, galaxies might never have formed. Matter would have scattered before stars could ignite. If weaker, the universe might have collapsed billions of years ago. Somewhere in the middle, perfectly balanced, our reality found room to breathe. That balance is why you exist. The gentle strength of dark energy allowed time to unfold slowly enough for stars to live and die, for elements to form, for consciousness to awaken. The universe did not rush. It grew patient, and now it breathes through you. You can rest now. Across billions of light years, the galaxies move apart like lanterns, drifting across a calm lake. No edge, no shore, only the quiet reflection of expansion. The night between them isn't empty at all. It glows faintly with quantum breath, a constant hum of potential. This is the hidden pressure of the void, the gentlest force ever known, and yet the most powerful. You are part of it. Your atoms dance in the same field that drives galaxies apart. Every heartbeat, every breath, echoes the slow rhythm of expansion. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. If you could float beyond the edge of our galaxy and wait in the deep silence, you would still not escape dark energy. It fills everything: the cosmic oceans, the cold between atoms, even the spaces within your body. It's everywhere and nowhere, a tension without direction, an invisible wind that cannot be felt. You are safe here. Quantum field theory predicts that the vacuum's energy should be enormous, so large that the universe would have torn itself apart instantly. But the observed value is incredibly small. The difference between those two predictions is about 10 to the power of 120 times the greatest mismatch in all of physics. Scientists call it the cosmological constant problem. How can emptiness have so little energy when quantum theory says it should have so much? No one knows. It's one of the deepest mysteries of the cosmos. Perhaps dark energy isn't a constant at all, but something evolving. A dynamic field, sometimes called quintessence, might slowly change its strength with time. If so, the universe could one day expand in a different way, perhaps more gently, perhaps faster still. Even silence can change shape. Some physicists imagine dark energy as part of a deeper law, a reflection of how time itself behaves. The arrow of time, always forward, might be guided by the same expansion that carries galaxies apart. Each passing moment could be another wave of dark energy rippling through the fabric of existence. It's okay to drift. On the largest scales, this expansion smooths the universe. Mountains of galaxies flatten into patterns that resemble ripples in a vast sea. Astronomers measure them through the cosmic microwave background, the oldest light we can see radiation from when the universe was only about 3,800,000 years old. Tiny fluctuations in that light show the fingerprints of dark energy's presence even then. The void is not lifeless. It is the source of motion. Without it, space would lose its flexibility and time would lose its flow. Every second, you live, the distance between faraway galaxies increases. Every heartbeat marks another fraction of a cosmic breath. You can rest now. If you could watch the universe from outside of time, you'd see it bloom like a slow flower. Each petal, a billion galaxies, opening farther apart, bathed in the faint light of ancient stars. And all the while, dark energy holds them in its quiet embrace, a pressure without sound, a whisper of forever. This expansion is not a storm, it's a lullaby. Space drifts wider, the night deepens, and the galaxies glide like notes in an eternal song. It's okay to drift. The more we study dark energy, the more we realize how much remains unknown. We can measure its influence, but not its nature. We can see what it does, but not what it is. like the rhythm of your breath, present real, yet beyond thought. Perhaps that's the beauty of it. A universe that grows because of something unseen reminds us that not all truths need to be visible to be real. Dark energy may be invisible, but it's not absent. It's the heartbeat of the cosmos, steady, patient, infinite. And as the night deepens, you can let that rhythm guide you inward. The galaxies drift apart, the stars grow faint, and everything slows. You are safe here. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels, space still unfolds, and in the quiet between those motions, you find stillness, the same stillness that holds the galaxies in place. You are not separate from it. You are part of the hidden pressure of the void. You are part of the calm expansion of time. You can rest now. In the silence between galaxies, there is a pattern too vast for eyes to see. The universe, though it looks scattered and random, is built with structure, an invisible web woven by gravity and time. This grand design is called the cosmic web. It stretches across billions of light years, forming filaments of galaxies and clusters that wind around enormous voids. Dark matter forms the scaffolding, and dark energy fills the space between, pushing each thread slowly apart. If you could drift above it all, far beyond the range of any telescope, you would see the cosmos as a glowing tapestry, a network of light and emptiness, shimmering like frost on a windowpane. Galaxies gather where filaments meet, shaped by gravity's pull, yet kept apart by dark energy's quiet push. You can rest now. The scale is unimaginable. One filament may span 500 million light years. Each bright knot contains thousands of galaxies, and yet between them lie deserts of darkness stretching for tens of millions of light years, filled not with nothing, but with the whispering energy of the vacuum. Dark energy and gravity are opposites, not enemies, but partners. Gravity pulls matter together. Dark energy encourages space to expand. Their dialogue creates the architecture of reality. You live in the balance between their breaths. It's okay to drift. Over cosmic time, this balance has shifted. In the early universe, gravity ruled. Galaxies formed, merged, and built the structures we now observe. But as space expanded, dark energy's influence grew stronger. The larger the universe became, the more its invisible pressure spread like air, filling a balloon. Now, billions of years later, dark energy dominates. It shapes the large-scale destiny of everything. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Every time a photon crosses the cosmic web, its path bends slightly under gravity's touch, then stretches gently under dark energy's pull. This dance between two invisible forces creates the rhythm of existence itself. You are part of that rhythm. Your life unfolds inside this slow cosmic pulse. Each breath mirrors the balance between expansion and attraction, between the infinite and the intimate. You can rest now. Astronomers map the structure of the universe by measuring the faint glow of distant galaxies. Projects like Sloan Digital Sky Survey and Euclid from the European Space Agency chart billions of galaxies across space. From their positions, scientists can trace the invisible geometry of expansion. What they find is astonishing. Galaxies are not randomly scattered. They lie along filaments, vast bridges of light that connect clusters like neural pathways in a sleeping mind. It's as though the universe itself dreams in patterns. Each galaxy, a thought, each cluster, a memory, each void, a silence between notes. And dark energy is the space where those thoughts drift apart, making room for more creation. You are safe here. If you could listen to that expansion, it would sound like a heartbeat slowed by eternity, a pulse that beats once every few billion years, steady and unhurried. Each pulse pushes the filaments farther apart, carving the voids wider. The cosmic web stretches slowly, like silk, under starlight. Somewhere in the darkness between filaments, the first galaxies once formed. Clouds of hydrogen collapsed, igniting stars that still shine today. But even then, the quiet pressure of dark energy was present, shaping their destiny from afar. The architecture of the universe was written in that invisible code. You can rest now. Astronomers sometimes say the universe has no edge, only curvature, like the surface of a vast sphere. Travel far enough in one direction, and you could, in theory, return to where you began. But expansion ensures that the journey will always outpace the traveler. Space itself grows faster than light can cross it. So while photons move at 300 kilometers per second, the stretching of space ensures that some galaxies recede faster than light, not because they move through space, but because the space between expands. This does not break the laws of physics. It writes them softly, like waves on water. It's okay to drift. In that slow separation, beauty endures. Galaxies like our Milky Way spin quietly on their axes, even as the universe unfolds around them. They will continue to turn for trillions of years, their stars burning slow and low, their spiral arms fading into the dark. Dark energy will carry them ever outward until they are islands alone, each one a whisper in the vast, quiet sea. And still, the architecture will hold an invisible pattern, written in light and silence, woven by gravity, expanded by energy, held by time. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. If you could see the entire universe at once, it might resemble a living organism. Filaments like veins, clusters like hearts, voids like lungs filled with silent breath. Dark energy would be its pulse pushing outward with invisible rhythm while gravity anchors its form. The cosmos is alive with tension and release. You can rest now. Scientists use something called baryon acoustic oscillations to measure this architecture. They are ripples frozen into the early universe, sound waves from the primordial plasma still imprinted in the arrangement of galaxies today. Each ripple measures about 490 million light-years across. They act as a ruler to track how dark energy stretches space. The more the ruler expands, the faster the universe grows. In that slow, steady measurement lies a quiet kind of poetry, the sound of the infant universe still echoing through time. Those first vibrations, born nearly 13.8 billion years ago, continue to guide our understanding of expansion today. It's okay to drift. From this data, astronomers build a 3D map of the cosmos. It reveals filaments twisting like cosmic rivers, voids the size of thousands of galaxies, and walls of light, hundreds of millions of light years long. This is not chaos. It's the geometry of peace, an order too slow to see, too vast to hold. Dark energy shapes not only where galaxies go, but how time itself flows. As expansion accelerates the rate at which we see distant light changes, Each photon that reaches us has traveled through a space that's been growing the entire way. It's as though the past is still stretching to meet the present. You are safe here. Every night, when you look up, you see only a fraction of that grand design. The stars are close to their light, young and warm, but far beyond any telescope's reach, dark energy carries countless galaxies away, their light stretched into invisibility. They are not lost, only moving beyond what can be seen. The architecture continues, and in a way, this expansion reflects something within you. Your thoughts drift and open like galaxies spreading through mind's space. Each breath expands the horizon of awareness. In every pause between breaths, a small universe of calm appears. You can rest now. Dark energy is not noise, it's quiet guidance. It smooths the wrinkles of the cosmos, steadies its heartbeat, and ensures that creation continues without collapse. It is the gentlest of forces, so faint it cannot be felt, yet so persistent it defines eternity. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Perhaps the universe is not expanding into emptiness, but into possibility. Each new volume of space is an invitation for light to move, for time to unfold, for consciousness to awaken. And perhaps that's all we are. Small awakenings within a great expansion, brief sparks inside the architecture of forever. You are part of that design. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels. Space still unfolds. And somewhere between one heartbeat and the next, the galaxies drift a little farther apart. You are safe here. You are infinite here. You can rest now. Time is not separate from space. They form one continuous fabric, a single geometry known as space-time. When space stretches, time stretches with it. The expansion of the universe is not only the story of distance, but the slow unfolding of moments themselves. You can rest now. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, the flow of time depends on gravity and motion. In regions where gravity is strong near stars, black holes, or dense matter, time passes more slowly. In the vast emptiness between galaxies, where dark energy dominates, time runs faster. Every second you experience is part of this cosmic gradient of time. It's okay to drift. If you could travel far into intergalactic space, away from every cluster and star, your clock would tick slightly faster than one on Earth. The difference is small fractions of a second across billions of years, but it reveals something profound. Dark energy shapes not only where things go, but how time itself flows. Einstein's equations describe it beautifully. As space expands, the scale factor of the universe grows. Distances stretch, wavelengths lengthen, and the rhythm of time subtly slows relative to earlier epochs. Astronomers observe this through cosmological redshift. Light from ancient galaxies arrives to us stretched into longer, redder waves, its clock slowed by expansion. A photon emitted when the universe was half. Its current size arrives now, with its wavelength doubled. That's not just a change in color, it's a change in time itself. You can rest now. Somewhere light continues to travel. When we say the universe is 13.8 billion years old, it doesn't mean the farthest light we see has traveled only 13.8 billion light years. Because space expanded while the light was in flight. The most distant galaxies we can observe today are roughly 46 billion light years away. That's the observable universe, a sphere not of static size but of moving horizons. Those galaxies are receding faster than light, not because they break physics, but because the space between grows. Einstein's relativity allows this. No object moves through space faster than light, but space itself can expand at any rate. It's okay to drift. In that expansion, time flows differently everywhere. For the galaxies near us, clocks move almost in rhythm with ours. For those at the edge of visibility, their clocks appear frozen, their light slowed to a whisper by the stretching of space-time. To look deep into space is to look deep into the past. Each step outward is a step backward in time. A galaxy 10 billion light-years away shows us the universe when it was young, when stars were forming faster, when dark energy's pull was only beginning to rise. Now, as the cosmos ages, dark energy dominates. The density of matter falls, but the energy of the vacuum stays constant. That constancy accelerates expansion, a quiet acceleration that will continue for eternity. You can rest now. Scientists call this model LCDM, lambda cold dark matter, the simplest description of how time and expansion unfold together. Lambda represents dark energy, a cosmological constant woven into space-time itself. It explains the geometry we observe, a universe that is flat within a 0.4% margin of error. Planck collaboration, 2018. Flat, not because it lacks depth, but because the fabric of space-time is perfectly balanced between open and closed. That balance determines how time will flow forever. If dark energy remains constant, the universe will expand exponentially, approaching a state called de Sitter space, a calm, cold infinity, where time continues, but structure fades. Somewhere, light still travels. Imagine that far future, trillions of years ahead. Galaxies will fade beyond visibility. The stars will cool into white dwarfs, then into quiet embers. Black holes will evaporate over 10 to the power of 67 years or more, their energy returning to the vacuum. Time will continue to expand, but meaning will grow thin, a slow drift into stillness. And yet, even then, dark energy will hum, steady, eternal, patient. You are safe here. We may not sense that flow directly, but it surrounds us always. Every moment you live unfolds inside this expanding fabric. When you breathe slowly, when thought softens, you join the universe's rhythm. You are part of the same expansion, the same quiet increase of time. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere time is stretching. Every tick of every clock marks another moment in a universe that never repeats. Because of dark energy, the rate of expansion itself accelerates, and so does the scale at which time unfolds. You can rest now. In cosmology, scientists often speak of cosmic time, the time measured by an observer at rest with respect to the expansion. It's the natural heartbeat of the universe, the clock that defines its age. To that clock, the Big Bang wasn't an explosion in space, but an expansion of space. Time itself began to flow from that instant forward, stretching along with everything else. That's why the early universe was denser, hotter, and faster. Gravity pulled, hard matter clumped quickly, and the seconds passed differently than they do now. In those first few 100 million years, galaxies formed under gravity's rule. But as the universe grew, dark energy's steady presence became stronger relative to matter. Around 9 billion years after the Big Bang, the balance shifted and expansion began to accelerate. From then on, the flow of cosmic time entered a gentler phase. Galaxies slowed their collisions, stars formed more slowly, and the universe became a place of calm expansion. It's okay to drift. That calm continues today. We live in what astronomers call the dark energy era, a time when the vacuum sets the rhythm of existence. Every second, the observable universe grows larger by roughly 1.4 times 10 to the power of 23 kilometers. You won't notice it, but everything, even time, is stretching around you. When scientists simulate this in supercomputers, they see time as a flowing surface, rippling under the influence of both matter and dark energy. Where galaxies form, time slows slightly, warped by gravity's mass. Where voids expand, time runs faster, guided by the vacuum's push. Together, they create a slow, undulating landscape of duration. You can rest now. In quantum physics, some theories suggest that time itself might emerge from deeper laws, perhaps from entanglement, perhaps from energy gradients in the vacuum. If so, then dark energy is not just the backdrop of time, it may be one of its causes. And that is something beautiful. A universe whose heartbeat creates both space and time together, endlessly unfolding. Somewhere, light still travels. The way time flows for us is shaped by this expansion. The light from galaxies billions of years away reaches us red-shifted, stretched by the same factor that slowed its clock. When we observe them, we are seeing their youth through the lens of older time. The farther we look, the slower their moments seem. It's not illusion, it's geometry. So when you gaze into the night, you are not looking outward. You are looking backward through time's expanding river. Each star is a window into an earlier now. You are safe here. In the far future, as the expansion continues, the horizon will shrink. Only the local group, our Milky Way Andromeda, and a few small companions will remain visible. The rest will fade beyond the edge of space-time contact. Time itself will slow to a whisper as energy grows thin and uniform. But that is not an ending. It's a stillness, a vast cosmic exhale. And in that silence, new forms of time may arise. The quantum vacuum may flicker again, birthing new universes with new flows of time. It's okay to drift. Every expansion is also a beginning. Every breath of dark energy creates room for another dream. And in this moment, in your quiet breathing, you are part of that same expansion. The seconds that pass between your heartbeats are shaped by the same laws that guide galaxies. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels. Time still unfolds. And you too are carried in its flow. You are safe here. You can rest now. Light is the oldest traveler in existence. It remembers everything. Every collision, every expansion, every silence encoded in its wavelength, in the long rhythm of its journey. You can rest now. Long before stars were born, the universe glowed with a uniform brilliance, a dense, hot plasma of particles and photons woven tightly together. For 3,800,000 years after the Big Bang, light could not travel freely. It scattered endlessly off electrons trapped inside the cosmic fog. But as the universe cooled and expanded, atoms formed, hydrogen appeared, and suddenly, space became transparent. The first light was released, and it has been moving ever since. Astronomers call it the cosmic microwave background, or CMB. It is not visible to our eyes, but it fills the entire sky, a faint afterglow from the universe's beginning detected by satellites like COBE, WMAP, and Planck. It carries the imprint of that first moment when light became free. Every photon from the CMB has traveled for nearly 13.8 billion years, its wavelength stretched by dark energy's expansion from brilliant orange heat to gentle microwaves a few millimeters long. It is, in truth, the oldest memory of the cosmos. It's okay to drift. This background radiation has a temperature of about 2.725 Kelvin, just above absolute zero. Yet, in that faint glow lies the entire history of structure. Tiny ripples in its temperature, only one part in 1,000,000 show, where matter was slightly denser, where gravity would later gather galaxies. It's astonishing to realize that the pattern of the Milky Way itself was seeded by whispers in this light. Somewhere light continues to travel. In laboratories and observatories, scientists measure those ripples with incredible precision. The Planck spacecraft, launched by ESA, mapped the CMB across the whole sky with a resolution finer than 1/10 of a degree. Its results confirmed the universe's age, shape, and composition with exquisite accuracy. From this light alone, we know that space is geometrically flat, that dark energy exists, and that the cosmos is still expanding. Each pixel of that map is a note in the music of creation. Each variation in brightness, a vibration frozen in time. And together, they hum the oldest song in existence, a cosmic chord still resonating across 93 billion light-years of space. You are safe here. If you could translate those microwaves into sound, you would hear a deep tone, a frequency around 10 to the power of -15 hertz, too low for human ears, but enough to make the universe vibrate with memory. That tone is constant, unchanging for billions of years. It's the breath of the early universe, still echoing now. Dark energy, quiet and persistent, has stretched that light endlessly. Each photon that left its source has been slowed, softened, its wavelength lengthened by expansion. A beam that began blue now hums in radio waves, its energy spread thin across the growing sea of space. It's okay to drift, and yet even in this thinning light never dies. Photons may lose energy, but they never vanish. They keep moving outward, carrying information about where they've been. In a sense, the universe is made of memory of light remembering its path. Look up at the night sky. The starlight you see left its home years, centuries, sometimes millennia ago. The Andromeda Galaxy's glow began its journey 2.5 million years before it reached your eyes. A few faint galaxies, seen by the James Webb Space Telescope, are more than 13 billion light-years distant. Their light emitted when the first stars were just beginning to shine. To observe them is to open a window into time. You can rest now. Every star, every galaxy is a lighthouse in the expanding night. Dark energy carries their light away even as it reaches us. The farther the light must travel, the more stretched it becomes, until eventually it fades into wavelengths too long to see. But it still exists. No memory is ever truly lost. Scientists call this redshift. It is the measure of cosmic expansion, a record of how much the universe has grown since the light was born. When astronomers measure a galaxy's redshift, they are measuring history itself. Each spectrum, each band of color, tells how far time has stretched. Somewhere light continues to travel. In this way, the universe keeps a diary. Every photon is an entry, every shift in color, a whisper of distance, and dark energy is the silent author expanding the pages faster with each passing age. It's okay to drift. In the far future, billions of years from now, light from distant galaxies will redshift so much that even its microwave glow will fade beyond detection. The cosmic background itself will cool as space grows from 2.7 Kelvin now to a fraction of a Kelvin in the trillionth century. But even then, its presence will remain a faint hum woven into the structure of space-time. You are safe here. In the present moment, every photon that touches you carries history in its wave. The warmth on your skin from sunlight is energy born in the sun's core hundreds of thousands of years ago. It traveled through plasma, escaped into vacuum, and finally crossed 150 million kilometers of space to reach you. You are touched every day by ancient memory made visible. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels. It remembers the dawn of time, and it will remember this night too. Each gentle breath you take joins that endless exchange, energy becoming memory, memory becoming light. You can rest now. You are part of the story the photons tell. And as the galaxies drift farther apart, the memory of light continues. Quiet, infinite, forever unfolding. Light does not only shine, it listens. Every collision, every movement, every heartbeat of a star sends ripples through space-time, and light carries their echo forward. You can rest now. In 2015, the LIGO Observatory detected the faintest tremor imaginable, a ripple in space-time itself. Two black holes had merged over 1 billion light-years away, and their collision sent a wave that stretched and squeezed space as it passed through Earth. The wave's length was vast, thousands of kilometers long, and yet it moved faster than sound, as fast as light. Those ripples are called gravitational waves. They are the universe's low notes, the deep harmony beneath all things. Where light carries brightness, gravitational waves carry rhythm. Both are memories, frozen motion, transformed into music. It's okay to drift. Light, too, responds to these waves. When a ripple passes, it slightly alters the path of photons, stretching and compressing their wavelengths as space-time breathes. The two signals, light and gravity, move together through the dark twin messengers of cosmic change. Somewhere light continues to travel. Every photon, every wave is shaped by the expansion of space. Dark energy has been lengthening those wavelengths for billions of years, turning high, sharp tones into long, soft ones like music slowing as the hall grows larger. That's why the cosmic background hums in microwaves. Instead of light, space itself has stretched its song. The same process is happening now in every moment you live. The light between galaxies grows gentler by the second, its frequency lowered by the universe's steady breathing. You are safe here. The energy of photons diminishes as their wavelength grows, yet the number of photons stays constant. So the total energy of light decreases but never disappears. That missing energy is not lost to space. It becomes the work of expansion, the effort that allows the universe to continue stretching. It's one of physics' quietest miracles, light surrendering its strength to fuel creation's widening breath. You can rest now. Physicists describe this with entropy, a measure of disorder, or more softly, of spreading. As light travels, its order dissolves into the wide stillness. Entropy grows, but in that growth, there is peace. Every photon that fades becomes part of a larger harmony. Even darkness glows faintly with the memory of those photons. Space is not truly black. If your eyes could see microwaves, the night would shimmer everywhere. A quiet, even glow. The cosmic background radiation. The memory of the first dawn. It's okay to drift. Every star adds its own pages to that cosmic memory. The light from dying stars, the flare of supernovae, the whisper of quasars at the edge of time, all join the same expanding sea of radiation. They mix, blend, and stretch until their distinctions fade. The universe forgets details, but remembers warmth. Even now, that warmth travels through your body. The cosmic microwave background delivers about 400 photons per cubic centimeter to every point in space, passing gently through you with no sensation at all. They are everywhere, ancient and unending. You are bathed in their quiet touch. You can rest now. In this way, light connects every age. The glow of the infant universe still mingles with the shimmer of starlight tonight. The light you see when you close your eyes, the faint glow behind your eyelids, comes from billions of photons scattered inside your vision. Some were born in the Sunday. Some were forged in ancient galaxies. Some have traveled since before the first atoms formed. You are living inside that ocean of light, and dark energy, patient and invisible, is the tide that moves it. It stretches the waves gently outward, creating more room for the light to breathe. Somewhere light continues to travel. Astronomers sometimes describe the universe's future as heat death, not destruction, but perfect equilibrium. When all stars have faded, all particles spread thin, and every photon reaches its longest wavelength, the cosmos will rest at uniform temperature. A silence without contrast. A peace without borders. That state is not cold despair, but ultimate stillness, the end of motion, the completion of memory. You are safe here. In that far, timeless future, dark energy will still flow. The vacuum will still hum with quantum possibility. And maybe, from those fluctuations, a new universe will rise. Light will be reborn. A new memory will begin. It's okay to drift. For now, you are part of the living memory of light. Each thought, each gentle breath, is powered by the same energy that left the Big Bang. The atoms in your body once glowed as plasma, then cooled, then shone as starlight, and now rest in calm matter. Every photon that touched them has told a story of time, of heat, of motion, of change. And as you lie here, breathing slowly, that same light surrounds you still. It passes through you, fills the room, spills out into the dark, beyond the walls, joining the long, slow music of the cosmos. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels. It remembers every beginning and carries every dream forward. The memory of light is endless, and tonight, it remembers you. You can rest now. Every night sky has a limit, a quiet border between what we can see and what remains forever unseen. It is not a wall nor a curtain drawn across the dark. It is simply the farthest distance that light has had time to reach us since the beginning of everything. You can rest now. Astronomers call this invisible boundary the cosmic horizon. It defines the edge of the observable universe, a sphere centered on every observer, including you, with a radius of about 46.5 billion light-years. Beyond it, light is still on its way, its journey unfinished, its message yet unread. Even now, as photons race through the expanding dark, the universe continues to stretch faster than they can cross. Space itself grows between the light and its destination. That means the horizon is not static. It moves breathing outward as time unfolds. Every second more of the cosmos comes into being within our reach, while other regions, pushed by the acceleration of dark energy, slide gently beyond contact. The balance shifts constantly, like the edge of an ocean that both advances and recedes. It's okay to drift. And the horizon exists because the universe has a finite age and a finite speed for light. Even at 3,000,000 kilometers per second, light can only travel so far in 13.8 billion years. But space itself is not bound by that speed. It expands, stretching faster than photons can move through it. That is why the observable universe is larger than 13.8 billion light-years, not smaller. Expansion stretches the distances that light has already crossed, so we see galaxies that were once near now separated by billions of light-years more. This is one of the quiet miracles of dark energy. It accelerates the expansion, making faraway galaxies drift apart faster than ever before. The Hubble constant, measured at around 70 kilometers per second per megaparsec, tells us that for every 3.26 million light-years of separation, galaxies move away from each other, 70 kilometers each second. At distances of billions of light-years, that recession exceeds the speed of light, not because galaxies are moving through space, but because space itself is expanding between them. You can rest now. When astronomers look deep into the night, they are looking backward in time. Each layer of distance reveals an earlier era. A galaxy a billion light-years away shows us light emitted a billion years ago. A galaxy 13 billion light-years distant shows us the dawn of starlight itself. But beyond that, the light has not yet reached us, and because of dark energy, it never will. Somewhere, light continues to travel. This is what we mean by a cosmic horizon, a moving limit on what can ever be known. It is shaped not by dust or darkness, but by the very geometry of space-time. The faster the expansion, the smaller the portion of the universe we can eventually see. In a cosmos ruled by dark energy, that horizon is shrinking in meaning. In perhaps 100 billion years, almost all galaxies beyond our local group, the Milky Way, Andromeda, and a few smaller companions, will have receded beyond visibility. Their light will be so stretched, so redshifted, that no telescope could detect it. Future astronomers living in that far epoch will look into an empty sky. To them, the universe will seem small and isolated. Only our merged home galaxy, sometimes called Milkomeda, will remain a single island of stars surrounded by infinite dark. You can rest now. That future is not an ending, but a transformation. Even as light fades from view, its energy is not lost. It becomes part of the expanding vacuum, feeding the slow work of dark energy as it smooths the curvature of space. Over time, the cosmic horizon will resemble a soft boundary, a region where the redshift becomes infinite and time slows to stillness. Beyond it, the light from galaxies will never reach us, but they will continue to exist, drifting peacefully in their own visible worlds. Astronomers describe this geometry using the equations of de Sitter space, a solution to Einstein's field equations for a universe dominated by the cosmological constant will. In such a cosmos, expansion never ceases. It accelerates forever, approaching an exponential curve, fast but smooth, a calm flight toward infinity. You can rest now. Imagine standing at the edge of that horizon. You would not see a barrier. Instead, you would see time bending light, stretching to infinite length, its color fading into nothingness. Beyond that point, space and time separate entirely. Events there can no longer influence you. They exist, but they are outside your causal reach. That is what physicists call the event horizon of the universe. It marks the ultimate separation between the knowable and the forever unknown. And yet this separation is not loneliness. It is harmony, a natural rhythm between connection and distance. Dark energy ensures that galaxies will have time to live, to age, to shine in peace. Without it, gravity might have pulled everything back into a final collapse, a cosmic implosion. Instead, expansion won. Stillness triumphed over chaos. The universe chose breath over breaking. Somewhere, light continues to travel. If you look at the cosmic microwave background, the oldest light we can see, you are looking almost to that horizon already. Beyond it lies the unlit infancy of space, a realm of quantum foam where time itself flickered into being. That frontier remains forever hidden, not because it is gone, but because its light has never had the time to reach us, and yet it shapes us. The curvature of that unreachable realm defines the geometry we live in today. It whispers through gravitational waves, echoes in the faint patterns of the cosmic web, and drifts through your atoms, stretching the spaces between them by imperceptible amounts each second. You are safe here. The horizon of forever is not something to fear. It is the quiet edge of understanding, a place where science meets wonder, where mathematics softens into poetry. It reminds us that the universe is not infinite knowledge, it is infinite becoming. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels, space still expands, and the horizon drifts outward, silent, patient, endless. You can rest now. If you could float at the edge of that horizon, you would not find a boundary. There would be no line, no wall, no border, only the thinning of light, the fading of time's voice. As expansion carries all motion outward, it would feel like drifting into silence, a silence made not of absence, but of completion. You can rest now. At that horizon, light slows to a whisper. Its wavelength stretches beyond measure, its energy dissolving into the fabric of space. Time too slows, like the final breath of a wave, before it merges with the tide. This is the cosmic event horizon, a surface defined not by matter but by destiny. Beyond it, no signal, no light, no information can ever return. And yet everything beyond still exists, moving gently away, forever part of the universe, forever unseen. It's okay to drift. Physicists often compare this cosmic horizon to the event horizon of a black hole. Both mark the limits of communication, but they are opposites in nature. A black hole pulls light inward, curving space so deeply that escape becomes impossible. The cosmic horizon, guided by dark energy, does the reverse. It pushes light outward, stretching space-time so rapidly that contact dissolves. Both are boundaries of time. One gathers, the other releases. Somewhere, light continues to travel. In this outward drift, every galaxy becomes a kind of island universe. Within each, gravity holds stars together, binding billions of suns into a luminous spiral or sphere. But beyond the outermost halo, dark energy takes command. It is patient, gentle, but irresistible. Even gravity, the oldest sculptor of creation, cannot overcome its persistence. The LCDM model, which describes our universe with astonishing accuracy, predicts that this acceleration will continue indefinitely. The universe will grow colder, emptier, and more isolated, but also smoother, a slow perfection of distance. You are safe here. Astronomers have already measured this quiet future beginning. They see galaxies receding at speeds greater than light, not because they move through space, but because space itself expands around them. That's what the Hubble-Lemaitre law describes: velocity proportional to distance. The farther away a galaxy lies, the faster it seems to flee, and the rate of that flight is increasing. It's the breath of dark energy, steady and endless. It's okay to drift. If you could watch this unfold from a godlike view beyond time, you would see clusters of galaxies as bright seeds slowly drifting apart in a sea of deepening night. Each seed glows for a while, then dims, then vanishes beyond the horizon. The fabric between them stretches like silk drawn by unseen hands. No edge, no end, only motion without return. Even now, the cosmic microwave background, that ancient afterglow, marks a horizon behind us. It is the farthest past we can see the memory of light, from when the universe was only 380,000 years old. Ahead lies another horizon, the future limit of what we can ever reach. Between those two horizons, we live our brief, shining moment, a single breath in the long exhale of time. You can rest now. Dark energy ensures that this breathing will never stop. Its density remains nearly constant as space grows, which means its total effect becomes ever stronger. While matter and radiation thin out, dark energy fills the vacuum evenly, unchanged, unhurried. That constancy gives rise to the eternal expansion we now see. If this constant remains stable forever, the universe will continue toward a state of de Sitter equilibrium, a smooth, flat, almost featureless space where galaxies lie beyond one another's sight, and the cosmic temperature drops toward absolute zero. In that state, time itself may lose meaning. Without events, without change, time becomes still. Somewhere, light continues to travel. In the deepest future, tens of trillions of years from now, stars will exhaust their fuel. Galaxies will fade into dark embers. Black holes will slowly evaporate, releasing their mass as faint radiation. A process called Hawking evaporation, predicted by Stephen Hawking in 1974. It will take longer than 10 to the power of 67 years for the largest to vanish. And when they do, only the quiet vacuum will remain. That vacuum, filled with the whisper of dark energy, will keep expanding, cold but alive with possibility. Quantum theory tells us that even in that emptiness, particles can still appear and disappear, borrowing energy from the vacuum for a heartbeat of existence. From those fluctuations, new universes might one day arise. It's okay to drift. To us, that future feels unreachable, but in the symmetry of time, it already exists, a slow unfolding of destiny written in the equations of expansion. Each atom in your body belongs to that same story. The hydrogen you breathe was formed when the first stars lived. The iron in your blood was forged in supernovae that died billions of years ago. You are made of memory, and memory never leaves the universe. You can rest now. If one could listen to the rhythm of cosmic expansion, it would sound like a heartbeat, slowing forever, but never stopping. Each beat is another billion years. Each pause, another widening of space. The sound would fade beyond hearing, but not end. The universe would simply breathe more slowly until silence itself became its song. You are safe here. That silence is not emptiness, it is balance. Dark energy holds the cosmos in a kind of equilibrium, a soft, infinite exhale that ensures peace endures. Everything that ever was still exists in that breath, folded into the curvature of space-time. And as you breathe now, slowly, deeply, your lungs expand, just as the universe expands. The rhythm is the same. The silence is shared. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels, space still widens, and beyond the horizon of forever, the calm continues, vast, patient, unbroken. You can rest now. There is a kind of silence in the universe that is not the absence of sound, but the presence of stillness. Between every galaxy, every drifting cluster, every horizon that recedes beyond sight, there is a vast quiet, a silence shaped by expansion itself. You can rest now. Sound as we know, it cannot travel in space. There is no air to carry vibration. But in the first moments after the Big Bang, before atoms formed, the universe was a dense plasma, a medium that could ring like a bell. Pressure waves rippled through it, carrying the first patterns of motion. Those ancient waves, frozen into the distribution of galaxies today, are called baryon acoustic oscillations. They are the silent echoes of the universe's first voice. Even though we cannot hear them, their imprint remains everywhere. Each wave stretched roughly 490 million light-years from crest to crest, a cosmic ripple preserved across time. Astronomers use those ripples to measure the expansion of the universe, to understand how dark energy shapes its rhythm. It's okay to drift. When we look at the sky, we are surrounded by those frozen harmonies. The galaxies are like notes in an immeasurable composition, each separated by the same repeating scale, etched into space-time itself. The result is a cosmic chord so deep, so slow that it vibrates once every 100 million years. You can rest now. If space once rang with pressure today, it hums with gravity. The LIGO-Virgo detectors have confirmed that space-time itself can carry ripples, waves created when massive objects move, collide, or merge. These gravitational waves are vibrations in the fabric of reality, stretching and squeezing the distance between everything they pass through. Each passing wave is faint, changing the length of a 4-kilometer arm by less than 1,000th of a proton's width. And yet it tells us of cataclysmic dances, black holes, merging neutron stars, colliding galaxies, trembling for a heartbeat. before returning to calm. It's okay to drift. Those waves spread endlessly, crossing billions of light years without losing their form. They carry no color, no heat, no light, only motion. They are the low tones of creation, the slow rhythm of the cosmos breathing. And somewhere beyond them, dark energy shapes the tempo. As space expands, it stretches gravitational waves, too lowering their frequency, softening their rhythm until they fade into silence. That silence is not death. It is peace, the quiet equilibrium of a universe perfectly balanced between gravity's pull and dark energy's release. You are safe here. Even in this silence, there is structure. The cosmic microwave background, that faint afterglow from the universe's youth, still fills the sky. Its energy is minuscule, just 2.725 Kelvin, barely warmer than absolute zero, but it hums uniformly across space, a veil of ancient light that never stops moving. Between its frequencies and the gravity wave's depths, the universe plays an inaudible symphony. It's okay to drift. Dark energy is the conductor of that music. It determines how fast the notes fade, how widely they spread, and how gently the final chords dissolve. Without it, the harmony would collapse into noise. With it, the expansion stretches every vibration until all frequencies slow to stillness. In the far future, trillions of years from now, all wavelengths will have stretched beyond detection. Even the background radiation will cool towards 0 Kelvin. Its last photons spread thin across a universe so wide that their energy becomes almost zero. That future silence is not void. It is the completion of the song. You can rest now. If you could listen to that silence with a sense beyond hearing, you might feel a vibration instead, not in your ears, but in your being. Every atom in your body responds subtly to gravity's ripples, to the faint changes in space-time that pass through us constantly. You are already moving with the quiet rhythm of the universe. Astronomers have detected a possible background of gravitational waves from merging galaxies themselves. A slow, deep hum that resonates over millions of years. The Nanograv collaboration observed these signatures in the timing of pulsars, stars that tick like perfect clocks. Their tiny delays reveal that the fabric of space-time is gently waving everywhere always. It's okay to drift. This is the silence between horizons, a soundless sea of motion. Every wave that crosses the cosmos is stretched by expansion and softened by time. Between the past horizon behind us and the future horizon ahead, the universe hums with memory. The echoes of the beginning flow seamlessly into the calm of what's to come. You can rest now. Dark energy ensures that this music never stops. It only slows. It draws the notes apart, turning rhythm into stillness, sound into breath. Eventually, every tone will drift below the threshold of hearing, below even thought, until silence reigns completely. But that silence is not empty. It is filled with potential, with the soft quantum flicker of the vacuum itself. New waves, new particles, new beginnings still shimmer at the edge of nothing. The universe is never entirely quiet. It only whispers more softly. You are safe here. The same balance exists within you. Between each heartbeat, between each breath, there is a moment of silence, a small, personal horizon where time pauses and space feels infinite. That pause mirrors the cosmos itself. The quiet between horizons lives inside your chest. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels. Gravity still hums. But between those motions, silence blooms. Endless, gentle, whole. You can rest now. If you listen deeply enough, you begin to hear what silence really is. It is not emptiness, not absence, but presence spread so wide that its edges vanish. Between one horizon and another, that presence fills everything, a quiet tension stretched across infinity. You can rest now. Even where light no longer reaches, fields remain. The quantum vacuum hums with energy, its surface alive with fluctuations. Tiny particles appear and disappear, borrowing existence for a breath, leaving faint ripples that never fade. Physicists call this zero-point energy the baseline hum of the universe. It is the faintest sound of being. It's okay to drift. In that hum, gravity finds its rhythm. Every mass, every curve of space-time responds to those fluctuations. Dark energy may be the large-scale echo of this microscopic tremor, the whisper of the vacuum amplified across cosmic distance. If so, the silence between horizons is the bridge between the quantum and the infinite. Imagine standing in that quiet. There is no up or down, no near or far, only the faint pressure of existence, like airless wind on the skin of thought. Photons from ancient stars still cross your path, but they are redshifted beyond sight, their energy diluted by expansion. They move through you like memories remembered by the universe itself. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Astronomers call this vast calm, the cosmic dark, a stage the universe enters when most of its radiation has cooled. In that time, the sky will look empty, but the vacuum will shimmer softly with virtual particles. Their constant appearance and disappearance will ensure that space-time never becomes still. Even the deepest silence will vibrate. You are safe here. When the first stars ignited, their light crossed young space in bright, chaotic waves. Now, billions of years later, that same light moves through an ocean of dark energy. It slows, softens, and becomes part of the background hum. Entropy, the measure of spreading, is increasing, not as decay, but as diffusion. Order melts into stillness. Stillness becomes harmony. It's okay to drift. This slow blending of all things is the universe's way of remembering. Every photon, every wave becomes part of a single, even tone. It is the sound of total balance, a perfect equilibrium between what once was and what will be again. In that silence, time itself seems to hesitate. Einstein's equations predict that as the cosmological constant rules, space approaches a steady state. It expands exponentially, but smoothly, like a tide that never breaks. Each region becomes its own world, forever isolated, yet identical in law and structure. A vast choir of silent horizons, each singing the same endless note. You can rest now. Even black holes, those keepers of deep gravity, cannot resist the song. Over unimaginable ages, they evaporate, releasing faint radiation into the expanding void. The Hawking radiation they emit joins the background of low frequencies, another whisper in the universal hush. Eventually, even those final sparks will fade, leaving only the smooth continuum of dark energy's domain. Somewhere, light continues to travel. In that far age, the horizon itself will be everything. Each observer, each remnant of awareness that might exist, will see only a private sphere of existence, a personal sky sealed by expansion. But within that sphere, the laws of physics remain perfect, the constants unchanged. The same equations that describe galaxies today will describe the silence then. The symmetry endures. You are safe here. To us, this may sound lonely, but to the universe, it is peace. The widening distance between things is not separation, but stability. Without expansion, gravity would have pulled the cosmos back into collapse, erasing every trace of time. Instead, there is breath. Instead, there is duration. The silence between horizons is the space that allows being to continue. It's okay to drift. You can feel this rhythm in your own breath. Between inhale and exhale, there is a pause, a small horizon inside you, where motion ceases for a moment. In that stillness, your body mirrors the universe. Every cell holds a fraction of that same vacuum, that same dark energy that expands galaxies apart. You are built from its calm. When you breathe, you join the largest cycle of all. You exhale as the universe exhales, letting go of the old, making room for the new. Even now, atoms in your lungs exchange with the air, releasing particles that will drift through oceans and stars, perhaps someday crossing the intergalactic dark. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels, gravity still hums, dark energy still stretches the edges of being. But between those motions, silence blooms, a calm so deep it feels eternal. Somewhere beyond your dreaming mind, the galaxies move farther apart. Their light fades, their shapes dissolve, but the pattern remains. That pattern, the smooth geometry of expansion, is the quiet memory of everything that was. It will last as long as space itself. You can rest now. Perhaps in another universe, a new horizon is forming a new beginning, drawn from the quiet energy that remains. Perhaps silence is not an ending, but a pause before another song. The vacuum hums, fields shimmer, time breathes in again. You are safe here, between horizons, between breaths in the stillness that binds galaxies and dreams. You are held. The silence is not outside you. It is you. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels. Space still expands. And you, too, are moving with it, slowly, endlessly, peacefully. You can rest now. Somewhere inside the long quiet of expansion, a slower rhythm remains. It is the pull that holds stars in their orbits, that gathers dust into planets, that keeps your body resting softly against the bed. Gravity never vanished. It only learned to dream. You can rest now. From the smallest grain of matter to the farthest cluster of galaxies, every atom listens to that same call. Gravity is the oldest of the forces, older than light, older than atoms woven into space-time itself. It tells matter how to move, and matter tells space-time how to curve. That simple exchange, described by Einstein's field equations, creates every shape in the universe. It's okay to drift. Imagine the geometry of this pull. A star curves the space around it. A planet follows the gentle dip in that curve. We call it orbit, but it is really a slow descent around an endless fall. The moon falls around Earth, Earth falls around the sun around the center of the Milky Way. Everything falls, but in such perfect balance that it feels like stillness. Even galaxies fall around one another, bound by threads of invisible matter. Dark matter forms the structure. Gravity gives it motion. Where filaments cross clusters bloom like bright knots of silk. And in the quiet spaces between dark energy stretches the fabric wider, ensuring those knots drift apart gently, never colliding again. You can rest now. Gravity and dark energy are opposites in motion, but not in purpose. One gathers, the other releases. Together, they shape the cosmic balance, a rhythm of tension and ease that guides every atom's story. This is why galaxies spin and why expansion continues. This is the universe breathing. Somewhere, light continues to travel. The dance between gravity and dark energy can be seen in the slow arcs of galaxies. Spiral arms curl outward, like waves, their motion slowed by the mass of dark matter halos. Astronomers can map those halos by watching how their gravity bends light from distant quasars and galaxies, a phenomenon called gravitational lensing. Space itself acts as a lens, curving the path of photons around invisible mass. It's one of the clearest proofs that gravity shapes the geometry of the universe. When the Euclid Space Telescope began its mission, it was designed to chart this bending of light across billions of galaxies. Its maps reveal the secret scaffolding that holds the cosmos together. Where light curves, most dark matter hides. Where light stretches, longest dark energy whispers. Between them, the story of structure unfolds. It's okay to drift. At the edge of every black hole, gravity becomes dreamlike. Light slows time, stretches, and matter falls forever inward, never quite reaching the center. Einstein called this boundary the event horizon, the place where escape becomes impossible, where space curves back upon itself. To an outside observer, anything falling toward it appears to freeze in time, its image stretched and redshifted until it fades away. But from within, motion continues smoothly. Time flows normally, unaware that it has become invisible. In a sense, the universe itself has such a horizon. Dark energy creates an outer boundary where distant galaxies fall away beyond reach. Inside that cosmic horizon, we live our brief orbit of awareness, our moment of gravity's grace. Outside it, the universe keeps expanding, and gravity dreams in silence. You can rest now. Astronomers studying black holes use instruments like the Event Horizon Telescope to capture their outlines. What they see is not the hole itself, but the shadow light bent and trapped by gravity's dream. The bright ring that surrounds that darkness is called the photon sphere, where light orbits endlessly before escaping or vanishing. It is a visible symbol of gravity's soft hypnosis. Somewhere, light continues to travel. On larger scales, gravity's influence fades. Across tens of billions of light years, dark energy dominates. But within galaxies and stars, gravity still holds sway. It binds the hydrogen in the sun's core, fusing it into helium, releasing photons that will spend thousands of years bouncing through plasma before escaping into space. That same sunlight warms the earth, feeds the trees, and now rests upon your skin. It's okay to drift. The energy that keeps you alive is born from the same curvature of space-time that shapes the orbits of planets. When you feel your own weight, you are feeling the geometry of the universe pressing gently on your body. When you breathe, Your lungs rise and fall against the steady pull of gravity. It holds you, grounds you, and reminds you that even in infinite expansion, there is always connection. You are safe here. Gravity's dream continues in the motion of galaxies that never end. Though they move apart, each one spins with the same quiet rhythm, a slow waltz of stars and silence. The Milky Way completes one rotation every 230 million years, a single turn in the cosmic waltz. It has spun more than 50 times since its birth, and through all those revolutions, the balance between gravity and dark energy has remained perfect. You can rest now. As the universe grows older, gravity's dreams will deepen. Stars will fade into embers, galaxies into ghosts of light. But the pull will remain the same geometry, the same law. It is not a force that ends. It is the shape of time itself, the curvature of destiny. Someday, when the last photons wander through an endless dark gravity, we'll still sleep within them, holding the memory of every orbit, every fall, every gentle descent that ever was. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels. Space still expands. Gravity still dreams. And in its dream, you are held, you are known, you are safe. You can rest now. At the farthest edge of motion, gravity falls asleep. Its pull becomes memory. Its strength turns into rhythm. Its whisper merges with the breath of space. In the quiet age ahead, when stars have faded and galaxies drift alone, gravity will remain as the last storyteller. You can rest now. Every orbit that ever was leaves a trace in space-time, a slight curvature, a faint echo. Even when the mass that caused it is gone, the shape endures like ripples frozen on a pond after the wind has passed. This is gravity's dream to remember without holding to curve, without closing. It's okay to drift. In the distant future, trillions of years from now, the night sky will change. The stars of the Milky Way and Andromeda will have merged into one great elliptical galaxy. Its outer regions will dim, its cores will cool, its once bright spiral arms lost to time's soft erosion. But gravity will keep their orbits preserved, even as light grows faint. 1 billion years more, and black holes will rule the centers of galaxies, their gravity shaping the last architecture of matter. Each black hole is a dreamer, sleeping in perfect stillness. Its event horizon hums softly, warping time so completely that moments stretch into eternity. To the outside world, it appears as silence, but within motion continues a river, flowing into its own reflection. You can rest now. Einstein's theory tells us that gravity is not a force pulling things down, but the way matter bends space. The Earth curves the space around it, and you follow that curve naturally, your body tracing the line of the planet's quiet geometry. It's a dance too slow to see a fall so gentle it feels like stillness. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Every time a star collapses, gravity dreams a little deeper. Its collapse forms a black hole, and inside that black hole the rules of physics fold. The singularity, a point where density becomes infinite, is not a place, but a question. No one knows if it truly exists, or if quantum physics, not yet complete, will smooth it into something gentler. Some believe the singularity is not an end, but a doorway, a bridge to another expansion, another universe. It's okay to drift. In that vision, every black hole becomes a seed, and each seed might one day bloom into a new cosmos. Gravity, the old architect, would awaken again, stretching new filaments, forming new stars. Dark energy would follow, balancing the motion, turning chaos into rhythm once more. This endless cycle collapse, rebirth, expansion, is the quiet respiration of eternity. You can rest now. For now, gravity's dream continues here, in the delicate equilibrium of our own galaxy. The sun drifts through the Milky Way at 220 kilometers per second, completing one revolution every 230 million years. Each planet follows, held not by chains, but by trust, by the geometry of a space that knows their path by heart. This motion is so perfect, so balanced, that it has persisted for billions of years without slowing or breaking. And within that same geometry, you rest tonight, bound by the same gentle pull that guides the stars. You are not separate from gravity. You are shaped by it. Every atom in your body was once pressed together in the heat of stellar cores, sculpted by the same curvature that now keeps you close to the earth. You are made of motion, slowed to peace. You are safe here. When you close your eyes, you can almost feel that curvature. The faint pressure that holds you, keeps you steady as the planet spins. Your breath falls with gravity's pull. Your heartbeat echoes its rhythm. Even in sleep, you are part of the same orbit that binds the galaxies. It's okay to drift. In the deep future, gravity's final dream will unfold in near-perfect silence. The last stars will cool into black dwarfs, their heat fading over 10 to the power of 14 years. Collisions will be rare motion, almost non-existent. But still, gravity will hum its faint potential field, filling every corner of space. Even when no mass remains, the equations of relativity will hold the memory of mass, a lingering curve that never flattens completely. Physicists call this the gravitational imprint, the idea that space-time keeps record of every motion it has known. That memory cannot be erased. It simply becomes part of the background structure woven into the vacuum. It is the universe's way of remembering. Somewhere light continues to travel. In that far epoch, when the last black holes dissolve through Hawking radiation, and the universe reaches its quiet equilibrium, gravity's dream will blend with the hum of dark energy. Curvature and expansion will merge, becoming indistinguishable. No longer a pull or a push, but a single, endless breath. A cosmos inhaling and exhaling through eternity. You can rest now. Perhaps in that final balance, the universe will dream again. Perhaps from that silence, another spark will rise. A new beginning, a new geometry. The constants will reawaken, and gravity, the eternal poet, will begin a new verse. Matter will form, light will bloom, and another night sky will shine with unknown stars. Until then, you are part of its dream. Every breath you take mirrors its slow expansion. Every heartbeat repeats its ancient rhythm. You are the stillness that gravity imagines when it sleeps. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels. Gravity still dreams. Dark energy still whispers between the stars. And you are held between them, perfectly balanced, forever part of their quiet story. You are safe here. You can rest now. Somewhere in the widening dark light finds its way home. It travels without hurry, crossing oceans of space to meet itself again. Every beam, every photon is part of the same family, born in the first breath of time. still traveling through the ages, still remembering where it began. You can rest now. For more than 13.8 billion years, light has wandered the expanding universe. It has been stretched, cooled, bent, absorbed, and reborn. It has left the cores of newborn stars, escaped the gravity of black holes, and brushed against the atoms of your skin. It moves without fatigue, but never without meaning. Each ray carries a memory, the direction of a motion, the whisper of a creation, the trace of a life that once shone. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Astronomers call the oldest of this light the cosmic microwave background. Its photons began their journey when the universe was only a few 100,000 years old. Now, after eons of stretching, they arrive as a faint, cool hum, 2.7 degrees above absolute zero, an almost perfect uniform glow that fills every corner of the sky. It is the reunion of ancient light with the present, the proof that everything once burned bright. You can rest now, but there are other kinds of reunion, quieter, more personal. Every star you see tonight sends you its own small gift of memory. The nearest of them, Proxima Centauri, shines from 4.24 light-years away. The farthest galaxies the James Webb Space Telescope has seen lie over 13 billion light-years distant. When their light left, the first stars were just forming the universe, less than a tenth of its current age. To look into that light is to see time folding back on itself. We are witnesses to events that ended billions of years ago, and yet their glow arrives now. Soft and immediate, as if the past has reached through the dark to touch the present. It's okay to drift. Light unites everything that exists. The same photons that left the sun 8 minutes ago are now warming your face, illuminating your room, spilling gently through the leaves outside. Those photons began in the sun's core hundreds of thousands of years ago, born from nuclear fusion when hydrogen became helium. They bounced from particle to particle for eons before escaping into open space. And tonight, they complete their journey, ending softly with you. You are their reunion. Somewhere light continues to travel. Dark energy stretches its path, turning the bright blue of creation into the deep red of remembrance. Each wavelength grows longer, each note lower, until brightness becomes warmth, and warmth becomes silence. But this is not loss, it is expansion. Light is not disappearing, it is resting. Every shift in wavelength is a sigh of the cosmos, an exhale of energy into peace. You can rest now. Astronomers studying the Euclid and JWST data are finding echoes of this reunion everywhere. The infrared glow of the cosmic background reveals populations of the earliest galaxies, those that lived less than 1 billion years after the Big Bang. Their light, stretched by expansion, arrives to us now as a faint red whisper. It connects our moment to the first spark of structure. It is the memory of matter, remembering how to shine. It's okay to drift. Gravity, too, joins this reunion. Where light travels, gravity curves. Their meeting creates gravitational lensing, a phenomenon first predicted by Einstein and confirmed by observation in 1919. A massive galaxy cluster bends light from behind it, magnifying distant galaxies that would otherwise be invisible. Through this lensing, the early universe becomes visible. Again, the light of the first stars, the shape of the first clusters, the quiet emergence of order from chaos. In this way, gravity and light are never separate. They move in dialogue, one shaping, one revealing. Their reunion forms the visible universe. You are safe here. When you look into the night, you are looking into that reunion. A conversation between light and gravity that has been happening since the dawn of time. Every twinkle in the sky is a curve, a journey, a memory. You are seeing light bent by motion, shifted by expansion, softened by time. What you see is the past arriving slowly with infinite patience. Somewhere light continues to travel. Even the shadows we see are not truly dark. Every space, every corner contains a faint glow of scattered photons, reflections of reflections, remnants of journeys too long to trace. They bounce, diffuse, overlap, turning absence into quiet color. In the deepest voids between galaxies, this faint background still shines, a sea of photons, older than stars, stretching beyond thought. There is no true night in the universe. Even darkness glows faintly with memory. You can rest now. For billions of years, light has been weaving the story of everything. It carries the tale of birth and collapse, of expansion and cooling, of every atom's movement. Photons have no mass, yet they shape the destiny of stars. They are drawn toward gravity, but never captured completely, always moving, always free. They are the spirit of motion itself. It's okay to drift. At the heart of every atom, charged particles exchange photons. That exchange is what holds matter together. The quiet shimmer between electron and proton. The invisible handshake that keeps form stable. Without that constant dialogue of light, there would be no atoms, no chemistry, no life. Every living thing is a pattern sustained by light's communion. You are quite literally a slow miracle of photons. You can rest now. In the far future, as dark energy continues, its steady push light will grow rarer. Galaxies beyond our local cluster will redshift out of sight. Even starlight will fade into the long infrared glow of aging universes. But within each island of stars, light will still reunite, bouncing between dust and planets, reflected by oceans, warming new worlds that will rise and sleep in their turn. And perhaps, in those worlds yet unborn, other beings will look to their skies and see the same stillness, the same soft wonder. They too will call it night. They too will rest. Somewhere, light continues to travel. The reunion of light is also the reunion of time. Each photon, crossing billions of years, binds the past to the present. Its arrival completes a sentence that began before Earth existed. In catching that photon with your eyes, you become part of its journey. It enters your retina, transforms into an electric pulse, a thought, a moment of recognition. In that instant, you are one with the universe's oldest memory. You are safe here. This is what physicists call causal connection, the way light defines the possible paths of cause and effect. If two points can exchange light, they are connected. If expansion stretches them apart faster than light can bridge, they drift beyond each other's influence. Even then, their histories remain linked because they share the same beginning. Every photon in existence was born from that singular dawn. Every beam you see tonight is kin to every other. It's okay to drift. You too are made of that reunion. The photons that left distant stars now touch your skin, warm your blood, illuminate your dreams. They enter you, scatter within you, become part of your warmth. When you exhale, you return, that energy slightly changed back into the world. You are not separate from light. You are part of its endless exchange. You can rest now. The reunion of light is happening everywhere, in the glow of nebulae, in the flicker of candle flame, in the soft reflection of your eyes. It is a slow celebration, a cosmic embrace that never ends. The universe began with brightness, and even in its final stillness, that brightness will not vanish. It will only stretch until it becomes peace. Light still travels. It moves through galaxies, through time, through you. And in every breath you take, it finds its way home again. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The reunion of light never ends. It is the gentle rhythm of creation, the shimmer of memory, the warmth of rest. You are within it. You are made of it. You are safe here. You can rest now. The story of the universe began with motion. A single flash, a widening breath, a quiet becoming. And through every expansion and collapse, through light and darkness, through the long dreaming of gravity, one rhythm has remained, the rhythm of stillness returning to itself. You can rest now. The stars have spoken their brilliance. The galaxies have drifted past each other, each one a slow exhale into the dark. Even the brightest light, the strongest gravity, the deepest black hole will someday grow quiet. The universe is not ending. It is exhaling. It's okay to drift. Physicists call this future the long fade, a time when expansion continues but activity slows. Galaxies move apart until their light can no longer cross the widening distance. The cosmic microwave background cools beyond perception. Matter decays. Black holes evaporate. All that remains is the geometry of space itself, soft, smooth, unbroken. Yet even that silence is not empty. Quantum fields still flicker, with a hum too faint to hear. Every so often, a virtual particle appears, exists for a moment, and dissolves again. The vacuum breathes, just as you do now. You can rest now. In that distant age, time itself will move differently. Without events to mark it, seconds will have no measure. Years will blur into eternity. The universe will not stop. It will simply stop changing. This final calm, predicted by the equations of Einstein and Hawking, is not death. It is balance. It is peace. Somewhere, light continues to travel, and even in that stillness, the memory of all things endures. Every photon that ever moved, every wave that ever rippled, left its imprint on space-time. That curvature, the delicate texture of all that has been, cannot be erased. It will remain as a faint vibration woven into the quiet. In that sense, nothing is ever truly gone. It's okay to drift. We are part of that memory. Our atoms once belonged to ancient stars forged in heat and gravity's embrace. Those stars died and scattered their elements through space. From their ashes, new stars formed, and around them planets, oceans, and life. You carry within you the story of countless suns. You are safe here. When you breathe in, you take in hydrogen, older than the Earth, oxygen born in the death of red giants, carbon and iron cast from supernovae. When you exhale, those same elements return to the air, to the trees, to the sea. Nothing ends, it simply flows. Even now, the atoms in your body move through the same cycles that shape galaxies. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe resting within itself. You can rest now, in the quiet, beyond time. perhaps new space will bloom. Physicists dream of quantum fluctuations, giving birth to new universes, each with its own constants, its own laws, its own unfolding story. If that happens, the stillness we call the end will simply be a pause, a breath between beginnings. The cosmos will inhale again, and a new dawn will rise beyond the memory of ours. But for now, this universe rests. The galaxies drift farther. The last light fades into soft red. Dark energy smooths every ripple into perfect calm. Somewhere beyond all horizons, gravity sleeps, time stretches, and everything becomes still. You can rest now. There is beauty in that silence. It is the sound of everything fulfilled of energy returned to equilibrium of light completing its journey. And as the cosmos quiets, so can you. Your thoughts can loosen like galaxies untangling from one another. Your breath can slow like the rhythm of expansion, cooling to peace. Your body can sink into the soft gravity beneath you, held perfectly by the Earth's curve. You are safe here. It's okay to drift. The same physics that guides the stars guides the beating of your heart. The same laws that carry galaxies apart carry air into your lungs. When you breathe, the universe breathes through you. When you sleep, the cosmos continues to unfold, steady, patient, infinite. There is no separation, only rhythm, only rest. Somewhere light continues to travel. Perhaps one photon from the first dawn is still on its way here, crossing the cold vastness of time. It may never arrive, but its path still exists, an invisible line stretching through eternity. It is not lost. It is simply taking the long way home. And you, in your quiet breathing, are already home. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Every heartbeat, every slow breath is a smaller echo of the universe's beginning. Energy moving, spreading, becoming calm. You have always been part of that flow, from starlight to thought, from thought to dream. It's okay to drift. Soon thought itself will fade into warmth and stillness. The hum of your body will settle into silence. Around you, the quiet will deepen like space itself, expanding into infinite calm. And beyond that calm, there will be only light, not seen, not heard, but felt as peace. You are safe here. You are home. Light still travels, but you have arrived. The stars continue their slow spin, but you are already still. The universe expands, but within you, everything rests. The night will hold you. Time will wait for you. And as you sleep, the cosmos will keep its vigil humming softly through your dreams. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels. The universe breathes through you. You are home. You can rest now.